of him. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed it, it would have been a long night.
This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Davante Adams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. First carry for Thomas Rawls. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second. and 11. Gun Brissett. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Third and 1, here's Brissett, and unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth. So on fourth down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. This will be taken at the 10. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Pass incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll look to throw. He dumps it to Hyde. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now it's Lockett. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Brissett now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Let's go!
On third down, Brissett under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Solomon Thomas in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And caught left side, Olsen. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
An update now from Oakland. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Shift together here from the D-line.
Let's go! Green, Detroit! Over!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bobby Wagner. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw. And Adams has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Vic Beasley able to drop him for a loss of 4. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. They're going to look to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. Touchdown, 49ers. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Second down, Brissett. And that is incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And it's 3rd and short.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Brissett now. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll come out throwing here first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw now. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Now back to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Joey Bosa in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Back 99. Philly, here we go. We got 3. Alert 3.
They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more after this. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A 2nd down throw for Brissett. He hits Baldwin right side. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Now Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On is the punter, Ryan, to send this one away. pulled in at the 24. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Here we go now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Hot.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Detroit. Detroit. All right, here we go. 319. 319.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
Here we go.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll go down for a loss. Inside his own 5 at the 4. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Back near his goal line, Brissett. And almost intercepted. If he could have picked it, maybe some space to go the other way. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Here we go now. 319. 319. Back there, Leopard. No. Check, Patriot.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. Fight. And this is caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Davante Adams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, Brissett. And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Here we go.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's John Ryan now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! What? Nine! Ohio!
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shout. Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Here we go!
The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Let's go! What?
On play action, Brissett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Davante Adams, 27 yards. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And the lead is now an even 30. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Here we go!
Brissett. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Seahawks on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Brissett. He's got Lockett. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go.
On first down, it's Gurley. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
We're set now on 2nd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got